Mod-inspired band, the Spitfires, are a trio of musicians based in Watford, London, who are currently touring and recording their debut album.
Being in a band just come through, you know, loving music and being... I started learning guitar when I was about 8. At the same time I got into, you know, all the bands I like, and just sort of happened really. I was not very good at anything else. Even from a very, very young age, my mum's told me, you know, I had this weird thing about clothes. Like, I wouldn't wear shirts if they didn't fit right and stuff like that. If they were a bit baggy, you know, and that's long before, you know, I was old enough to understand anything like that. And just sort of happened overnight, really. I can't remember not being a mod, put it that way. When I was about 8, I sort of discovered the Jam, and through the Jam, sort of listening and looking at what Paul Weller dressed like.
I don't know if I'm obsessed with style. I mean, I'm just into what I'm into. I don't really make a big deal of it, I don't think. I don't feel I do anyway. In
a sort of fashion sort of sense, or a sort of mod world, be sort of, I don't know, Pete Mead and Steve Marriott, that sort of thing. Just, you know, Brian Jones. It all look good. I just think it's attention to detail, and it's sort of, you know, it goes for all things, not just clothes, you know. It's just that extreme attention to detail, you know, how many buttons you've got done up on your jacket, you know, how big the collar is on your shirt, how big the turn-up is in your jean. It's just, you know, everyone's different, it's a personal thing. Over bridge of sight. I don't think of mod as a sort of genre, so it's not like I can say, oh, that's mod music or whatever. I just think of all music as, you know, if I like it, I like it, and I think things can have a sort of mod way of thinking or a mod character rather than sound like a mod song or from a mod band or something like that.
The band present themselves as mods, but it seems that they don't necessarily cater their music just to mods.
We've got kids that are into punk, we've got kids that are into mod, you know, see a couple of skinheads at gigs and stuff like that. I don't think of us as a mod band or trying to portray anything other than the fact that we are mods in a band. I think, you know, personally, we are mods. We played Scotland last weekend and we got very, very good reaction, so, you know, hopefully everywhere's like that. I have different friends, but most of them are sort of into it. There's not, well, where I'm from in Watford, there's not a lot of young people that are into the sort of things I'm into. So the ones that are, it's sort of, you don't really have a choice, you just become their friend because you've got common interest. But, you know, I've got friends in all sorts of things. Like, I narrowed it down to just mods, so, you know, I'd have probably 3 mates.
After meeting with the Spitfires, it would appear that mods of today share the same attitudes as those in the 60s, and that time hasn't affected the values which they hold.
It's all too beautiful. It's all too beautiful.
I'm not really sure what my definition of mod could be, because I just find it as sort of an extension of my character or my DNA or whatever. It's sort of something that's always been there, and it's not becoming a mod, it's just discovering you already are one. I think the clothes will change, you know what I mean? As you get older, you can't wear the same thing you wore when you were 20 or, you know, even younger than that. But I think, you know, modernism's stuck in my DNA. I think it'll always be there, no matter what I do. No matter what my outlook is, no matter what my attitude is. I think, you know, that attention to detail and that obsessive sort of nature will always be part of who I am.
Watch